Hey guys, today we are going to do the carburetor and fuel lines on a stihl BG55 blower. Everything will come in a box. It's a whole kit. I'll put the kit in the description below. It's got your fuel lines, your filter, your spark plug, gaskets, air filter, brand new carburetor, a couple of spare primer balls. Everything you need for this job, parts wise, is in there. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is take this air filter cover off, the air filter out. And we got two 8mm bolt nuts. We're going to take those two out. Alright, and we're going to take the air filter assembly out. Alright, you can see the fuel lines are all right here. You just pull them off, disconnect them if you want, no big deal. What we're going to need to do though is the throttle is back up in there is an arm. We got to get that disconnected. So it's a T27, torque 27. So we're going to use the stihl tool. It's got the torque 27 on it. And there's 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 right there. We're going to take those out. I'll put this tool in the description below too. These are pretty cheap on Amazon. So I'm gonna, because it looks like it's on the inside of this, and there may be a bolt on the other side too, but I'm gonna take these 3 out and get this recoil out of the way. And just wiggle this off. The on-off switch is gonna want to slide on that side possibly. Just take it out of there. This should lift right on out. You can take your spark plug out too if you want, to give you a little extra space. But now you see, you just got this throttle. Just pull this throttle trigger out, and now you can just hold on. Let me get back in there. So this twists out like this. It's just a little S hook on there. So you just lift it out, twist it out. You put that to the side too. Now we're ready to pull the make sure we get the fuel lines off. We need some needle nose pliers. Got them out. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver. Just kind of get up underneath there and pry it out. I need to hold it with my other hand, but you basically get the idea. We're just going to pry that out. Comes right on out. Filter and everything will come right on out. Get rid of that. It's probably fine, but you change your filter out every time. You know, your fuel lines out every time. Because if the inside is crumbly, or it may look good on the outside, but if the inside of the line is crumbly or collapsing, it's going to ruin your carburetor, or it just won't run at all. So we'll just change it out. We're going to go ahead and, actually before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take this gas cap off. We're going to drain all the gas out of this. You want to start with brand new, fresh, new today gas. And we're going to go ahead and put the fuel filter on the bottom. Just going to set the filter in. We're going to have the accordion style one to the back, and the smooth style one to the towards the gas cap. We're going to put the back in first, and then you can push it down in usually, but if you can't, you use a flathead screwdriver and just shove it in from one end to the other while you hold the back down. The old carburetor off. You can leave the old gasket on. It does come with a new gasket. Let me open this bag. So you'll notice that this gasket has, oh God, if it comes off of there, has small holes dead in the center. What you're looking for is, see the slot in the back here? Hold on. Alright, you want your hole to line up with that slot. So if you're putting a new gasket in, got one with a slot hole right in the middle there. This one, it's off to the side. You don't want that one. You want this one here, and you want it to line up with that slot down bottom. So the hole's there. The reason we're doing that is the carburetor has a hole in it too. That's the vacuum line that runs the fuel pump diaphragm. So it needs to be in there. Then we're going to go ahead, put the carburetor on. The accordion style has the filter to it. Goes to the back one. That's the fuel inlet. The one closest to the fuel pump diaphragm. And then the smooth one is going to go to the front here. So, but we want to make sure it doesn't kink or anything. So we're going to go ahead and get that on the front too. So it's just looped around. It's in there. Then the other gasket, doesn't matter where the whole little hole is because there is no vacuum or anything on that. Just pop that on there. Then we're going to go ahead with the trigger assembly. Oh, it lays right into there. This is going to go like this. So this is going to come back. So this trigger is going to go like this. This is going to come back. So we're going to lay it in to the carburetor. Back down. And get the trigger in place. Now, again, this right here can come out separate. So you see it just stabs in. So if you get this in properly, it's going to lay like that. Then you can stab it into that trigger if you have to do it that way. That's fine. Make sure your on-off is in place. And then we're going to go ahead and get this guy. We're going to work it down into the spark plug area. Get this to all to line up before we shove it together. And then once it lines up, it'll shove right together, no problem. Then we're going to use the coarse threaded. So there's different kinds of threads. We got coarse thread and fine thread bolts. The coarse thread ones are for the handles. The fine thread go into the metal for the recoil. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 of the coarse threads. One there, one here, and one here. The reason we're not doing this one is because it also holds the recoil. Tighten those 3 down. We're going to put the air filter assembly, choke assembly on. The choke arm up, right? Yeah, choke arm up. Right in. And then those 2 8mm nuts. We're going to go right back here. Check the throttle. Check the choke. Everything's working good. Alright, let's go ahead and put the recoil back on. While we got this off, we might as well give it a little lube. Spray some seafoam on it. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Line it all up. Pop it on. You're gonna have 3 fine threads. Gonna go here, here, and here. And then we're gonna put the coarse thread up in this one. You may have to pull the recoil to get it to drop in place, but everything dropped in place. Tighten them all down. A little bit of fresh gas inside of it. Then we're going to prime it up. Make sure she's priming properly. That's how you know you got your lines hooked up right. There it goes. Priming properly. Alright. So it's wanting to idle very low. There's an idle screw that is actually right here. And you'll turn that clockwise just ever so slightly to bring up the idle. Alright, let me go ahead and do that. go ahead and put the new air filter in. And then the air filter cover. Get it back in. That's it, ready to go. Alright guys, if this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you are looking for the carburetor and stuff, it'll be in the description below. It's a whole kit, super cheap on Amazon. I use hundreds of these a week. They always work. Once in a blue moon, maybe once every 2 months or so, I'll have one that doesn't work. It's very rare, but it does happen, but it's very rare. They work fine, fully adjustable, everything else, so no big deal. Alright guys, this helped you, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you want to do any advertising on my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have you. Peace.